Muy buenas tardes de nuevo a todos y a todas. Bienvenidos una tarde más al canal y vamos a hacer otro directito de aproximadamente unas 2 horas. Venga, hasta que llegue la hora de la cena. En ese momento pararemos, iremos a cenar y ya después de cenar, si tenemos más ganas, volveremos con un nuevo directo. El nuevo directo, claro está, probablemente sea de Atomic Gear para ir terminando también esa serie. Bueno, pues nada, vamos a continuar, vamos a cargar partida. Bien, pues nada, estamos aquí en la estatua esta de aquí, que no sé yo si, por una parte no sé yo si robarle todo lo que tiene aquí puesto. Tiene oro, carne, plantas, ropa, agua. Pero es que veo mal robar esto, que le habrá puesto gente a lo mejor que se le ha quitado de comer. Habrá gente pobre, humilde y demás que habrá dejado de comerse ese trozo de carne de capador para ofrecérsela a esta deidad y no vamos a venir nosotros a llevárnoslo. Vamos, lo que pienso, ¿no? Por otra parte estaba pensando en todas esas ovejas que hay ahí y ponerme a matarlas, a trincar la carne. Pero tampoco lo veo ahora mismo una cosa muy necesaria, ¿no? Tenemos ahí cosas para alimentarnos. Bueno, Dios proveerá, como suelen decir los religiosos, ¿no? Dios proveerá. Venga, pues vamos a seguir caminito de Corinis. Veis que aquí hay cartelitos, tío. Uy, madre mía, un poco más y nos quitan la vida. Vamos a curar nombre. Mira, nos vamos a tomar esa manzana. Nos vamos a tomar este quesito. Esto que pescado. Venga, un pescadito. Esto nos da destreza, esto nos da maná, esto nos da maná. Esto, punto de bonificación. Venga, con eso lo hemos llenado, del tirón. Venga, vamos a ver qué nos da este lobo. Carne. Y este lobo nos da más carne. Y nosotros hacemos así y guardamos la partida. Venga, en el 2003, en el 3. Carne de cavador, carne de cavador. Allí hay otra hoguera. Venga, ven aquí, trago. Rama. Cantar.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city. Am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
¿Qué puedes ofrecerme?
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
Debe haber algún truco.
There must be a catch to this.
No catch. You will merely owe me a favor.
¿Y cómo entrarás tú en la ciudad?
How will you get into town?
The guards know me. I will simply tell them that I have lost my pass.
¿Qué quieres por tu pase?
What do you want for your pass?
I knew you were the right man. Listen, you will get the pass from me, now.
Just like that?
Just so. But if I meet you in the city, you owe me a favor. Do we have a deal?
Hostias, no sé qué hacer. O dame el papel o no quédate con tu papel. Y matarlo y robárselo. Venga, dame ese papel.
Sure. Give me that paper.
Here, be careful with that. It is very valuable. One more thing. Don't even think about breaking your word. As a merchant, I have a great deal of influence in the city. It wouldn't go well for you. Believe me.
Enséñame tu mercancía.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Mira, vamos a ver. Joder. Tengo aquí 15 cacharros de esto. Ah, este me va dando oro directamente. Vale. Esto 5 y 5. Pues mira, te voy a dar 3. $40. $25. Venga, esta te la doy también. Ya está. Vale, tengo que irme.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Aquí tengo un cinturón, que lo había visto yo antes, cinturón de potencia, bonificación de fuerza. Bonificación de fuerza. Tengo ahora mismo de fuerza 10. 10 y con esto nos ponemos en 15. Ah, ese es un campamento de trasgos. De trasgos. Y en este camino que hay, coño, una pica. Me la llevo.
Hey, who invited you? Get out of the house right now. There's no alms to be had here.
Damn it. What's up? Damn it.
Luego la plantación está en la vía entera. Ay. Yo creo...
Another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around. Psst. Hey, you. Come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool. I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
¿Por qué?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts, and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct, and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
Sobre los guardias de la ciudad.
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
¿Qué del soborno?
What about bribery?
Well, if that worked for me, I'd have tried it already.
Podrías entrar en la ciudad como recolector de hierba.
You could get into the city as a herb gatherer.
What? Do I look like I'd be picking flowers in the woods?
Por pase no te lo doy, tío, lo siento mucho.
I'll have to think about it first.
All right, but hurry up about it. I've got no time to lose.
Un momento, ¿yo por dónde coño he subido, tío? ¿No era por aquí? No, porque de hecho no me suena a mí esta escalera haberlas bajado. Vale, yo habré venido por ahí. La hostia. Tablilla de piedra. Hombre, señor Colete, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Bienvenido al canal. Bienvenido a una nueva aventura. Aventura con V. Y estoy tranquilamente paseando por los prados mirándolo todo. Oh, el arco es Dios, ¿eh? Lo sigo diciendo, vamos. El arco es Dios, compañero.
Nothing there. Nothing to plunder.
Nada que saquear, tío. Que yo que he matado a 2 arañas de esas bueno, 2 arañas, estos son garrapatas, vamos. Tío, he matado 2 garrapatas de estas y no... ¿Interruptor? ¿Un interruptor aquí? Espérate. Valla de las llanuras, la voy a coger antes que nada. Es que estoy escuchando un ruido. Otro interruptor, un bolsón de cuero. Aquí hay un interruptor. Aquí hay otro. Y en este dolmen de aquí habrá otro, digo yo, ¿no? Ah, no, pues mira, pues hay 2 nada más. No, sí, cada dolmen de estos tiene un interruptor. Vale. Digo, estoy oyendo. Serán mis pasos, tío. Vamos a ver. Como tú sueles decir, señor Colete, ¿vale? Yo sigo tu amplia sabiduría. Si yo estoy jugando el juego, ¿vale? Lo primero que yo he llegado aquí a la granja por un camino. Y ahora el camino ese, la verdad es que, vamos a ver, yo llegué aquí. Esa tía estaba ahí dormida, o sea que yo he tenido que venir por el camino. Ese no, porque tiene unas escaleras y yo por ahí no he subido. Yo he tenido que venir, vale, por el camino este de aquí abajo. Por ahí he venido yo. Vale, mira, ahí estoy viendo, ¿eso será otro nabo o qué? No, otra valla. Exactamente, yo he venido por aquí, que hablé con el tío ese que me ha dado un papel para entrar en la ciudad a cambio de un favor. Vale. Pero siguiendo tu sabiduría, y yo estoy jugando el juego, yo no sé de qué va la historia ni nada. Y llego a este sitio romántico con unos dólmenes y veo unos interruptores. Si yo no sé nada de que eso es de la expansión ni nada, lo lógico es que yo le dé a los interruptores, ¿no? Lo ves lógico, ¿no? Porque yo no sabía, hasta que tú me las comentas, yo no sabía que esto es de la expansión. Pues no tengo ni idea, porque yo empecé a jugar y estoy siguiendo más o menos los pasos. Sí, los nabos estaban ahí en un campo y me he hartado de coger nabos, tío. Lo que voy a hacer una cosa. Me voy a pegar una curación de esta bonificación de pez. Vale. Y ya que estoy curado, me voy a meter un guardado. Aquí. Exactamente, es lo que yo te digo. O sea que si esto no corresponde todavía a ninguna cosa del juego, si yo le doy no debería de hacer nada. Y como yo he empezado a jugar el juego, no sé nada, y llego aquí y me encuentro estos interruptores, pues lo más básico del mundo es que yo le dé al interruptor. ¿Ves? Le di al interruptor y no hace nada. Entonces ya, más para adelante, alguien me dará alguna misión o algo que me mandará aquí. Entonces ya diremos, anda, mira, si yo estuve aquí en estas piedras cuando era chico y... Oye, en este juego no hay guardado rápido, tío. Aquí en este juego el F5 no funciona, ¿no? Y he mirado en los controles y no pone nada. ¿Te da tiempo a contestarme lo del tema del guardado rápido? Mira, aquí tenemos un pergamino de conjuro. Y ahora digo yo, ¿se podrá hablar con estos tíos?
Since the barrier around the penal colony disappeared, we've had constant trouble with the bandits.
Vale. Normal, se ha quitado la barrera y ahora los bandidos es lo que suele
And
pasar.
how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
¿Hay alguna noticia interesante?
Is there any interesting news?
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
Vale, me voy a la ciudad.
I'm headed for town.
And?
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about the city?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time. Maybe he knows something. I mean, something that would interest you.
Vale, me ha dicho Malek. ¿Y Malek quién es? Granjero. Granjero.
Hey, you!
Onar's rebellion will have serious consequences. I prefer to keep out of it.
Malek. Será, tío. Yo no me acuerdo del nombre, tío. Soy más malo para los nombres que la hostia. Este es Malek. No, este es cantar. Pues Malek va a estar ahí en la granja. Vamos a ver si damos con ella. Mira, aquí hay otro tío. Y quería cargarme yo todas las ovejas por la noche, ¿sabes?
Hey, stranger.
Este es Malek,
I
vale.
saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict. And we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
Los bandidos me atacaron en las montañas.
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Esos bandidos ya no te incordiarán.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
Necesito mejor equipo.
I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
¿Dónde está Lorbar?
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm.
Vale, me voy a la ciudad.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see.
There's another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around.
Ah, esto es la estatua. Fíjate, quería yo cargarme todas las ovejas que estaban aquí, ¿sabes? Pobrecitos, tío. Este es Lord.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
No te entiendo.
I don't understand.
What? Don't mess with me, boy. I want to know where you stand. So who are you for?
Con los campesinos.
I'm for the peasants.
Ha! That damned warmonger Onar will drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
¿Qué pasa aquí?
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinthus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
Cuéntame algo más de ese tal Onar.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Vale. Vale. ¿Quiénes son los mercenarios que contrató Onar?
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
¿En qué bando estás? ¿Con los campesinos o con el rey?
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
Vale, necesito ropa cómoda.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for them then? Well, you could work off a part of the price, if you're someone who is looking for work.
Vale, ¿cuánto quieres por la ropa de faena?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 60 gold pieces.
Protección arma, 15 y flechas 15. Dame ropa de trabajo.
Give me the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Busco trabajo.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field. And there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
De acuerdo.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Aquí tienes los nabos.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces, or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Rebájame la ropa.
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
¿Quieres que haga algo
Have
más?
you got anything else for me to do?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Ropas de granjero 1. Venga, voy a ser legal y no voy a coger nada más.
Hey,
Te traigo unos cuantos nabos.
I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Vale. ¿Me das algo de comer?
Can you give me something to eat?
Here, take this. You're a good lad.
Pues no veas un chico bueno si te traigo una cosecha entera de nabo. Venga. Ya está por aquí, ¿no, Colete? Lo que te pregunté cuando te ibas, tío. En este juego, ¿qué pasa? Que por no poner han puesto ni el F5 de guardado rápido, ¿no? No hay guardado rápido por lo que veo, ¿no? Vale, me voy a equipar. Ahora ve dónde coño está la ropa. Aquí está. Y voy a comprarle la sartén, hombre, a la mujer en un momentito. Total, que todo lo guardado es guardar partida. Hunter, enséñame tu mercancía, que tengo que comprarte una sartén que tenías ahí, hombre. ¿Dónde está? La vendió el cabrón. Hostia, tenía una sartén aquí. Aquí, coño, ¿no ves? Quiere 20 de oro. Bueno. Venga, tengo que ir.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
¿Dónde está? Coño, que no la veía.
Hey, give me the gold and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Venga, aquí tienes la sartén.
Here's
Ya
your
la había
frying
pagado
pan.
yo por adelantado.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Pues ya está, ¿no? Yo le iba a preguntar a este ¿dónde se ha metido? Por la ciudad. Pues ya está. No me da más conversación nada más que esa. Pues adiós, Lucas. Me voy. Menos mal que han puesto ya cartelitos en los caminos, tío. A Corini. O vaya. Qué poco me ha faltado. Y eso ha sido porque me he quedado sin flecha. Seguro. Me he quedado sin munición, tío, seguro.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
Valle de la llanura. Vamos, este querría que le vendiera yo que le vendiera la carta para poder entrar en la ciudad, ¿sabes? Que me la da el comerciante. No, amigo, no.
Halt! Are you one of the hands on Lobart's farm? I never seen you here.
I haven't been with Lobart for long.
What you want in the city?
Le puedo decir o que tengo las hierbas para tu amigo el contactino. Constantino. O quiero ver al herrero para que me arregle algunas herramientas. Vamos a ver. Quiero ver al herrero para que me arregle algunas herramientas.
I want to see the blacksmith to have some tools repaired.
Okay, fine. In you go then. And if you see Lobart, you can tell him he should feed his sheep well. We're coming back to him shortly.
I'm in enough trouble
as it is.
Halt, stranger. I am
Everybody
Lothar,
knows by now.
paladin of the king and humble servant of
Really
Innos,
didn't deserve that.
your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagen, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the
These
city.
are bad
Since
times.
people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they
Go on
don't
like this
suffer the
forever.
same fate.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Vale, tengo un mensaje importante para el líder de los paladines.
He can't keep
I have an
everything to
important
himself.
message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagen is not receiving anyone. Lord Andre, the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
Everybody knows by now.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
That was quite obvious.
Vale, ¿dónde puedo encontrar al comandante de la guardia de la ciudad?
You don't say.
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
Who says things like that?
He really didn't deserve that.
He had better shut up.
I've got my own opinion about that.
La gente. Esto es.
Townspeople are simply
Honestly, I
disappearing?
witnessed it myself.
Yes, it seems to be more every day. It's most annoying that the militia have still not been able to discover what's behind these strange occurrences.
That's not what my
Small
husband
wonder that the town's inhabitants are very wary of strangers right now.
hardly
So
know what
don't
to
provoke
believe.
them when you're in town. Understood?
And it's gonna get even worse.
I knew that would be a problem.
He simply talks to
Escucha,
you.
la ciudad está amenazada por dragones.
But he knew that all along.
Listen, the city is threatened by dragons.
Now that's
That can't be true. Another lunatic. We have enough unrest in the city as it is. And without some dimwit scaring people with fairy tales about dragons. I immediately locked up the last person who was here telling dragon tales and sent him to the Valley of Mines with the prison transport. So mind your tongue. We can't use anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
That's not what I heard.
¿Ya ha informado a alguien de los dragones?
Somebody already reported the dragons here?
Yes. The fellow's name was Diego. I think so, in any case.
Coño,
I warned
Diego,
him
tío.
Just like you. But the lunatic just wouldn't stop getting on my nerves.
That's really not my problem.
I already thought as much.
Que le dé la ropa al pirata. ¿Qué ropa?
Better off myself.
Si el pirata lo que quería, después de hablar con él, con las opciones que me daba, ya la única opción que quería el pirata era que yo le diera
Do you really believe
el
that?
pase para entrar en la ciudad, el que me ha dado gratuitamente, entre comillas, el mercader que estaba ahí sentado en el camino, que me ha dicho que a cambio de eso, cuando nos viéramos en la ciudad, tendría, o sea, yo le debería un favor.
Can't help it.
It was just like you said.
Vamos a ver, de acuerdo, explícame las reglas de la ciudad.
That was quite
Oh,
obvious.
right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
Don't tell me
First-
you didn't know that.
The Honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter, along with his troops. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens.
Really didn't
Second,
deserve that.
the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the Paladins. Only the Paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia.
from me.
Any questions?
That's been known a long time.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Will it ever change?
I'm not touching that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
¿Cómo puedo hacer para que me acepten en la milicia?
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
Where did you pick
I
that
see.
up, then?
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
¿Y cómo me hago ciudadano?
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
I'm in enough trouble as it is. That's been known a long time.
Vale,
Get that from me. I'm not telling you anything new.
¿cómo llego al barrio alto?
I'm not touching that.
How do I get to the upper quarter?
Say, are you listening to me at all? You're not a citizen of this town. You can save yourself the trip. The guards won't let you in. The entire area behind the inner gate is off limits to you.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Venga, pues encontrar un trabajo.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, the other masters must agree to it. That's the custom here in Corinus. If you were thinking about looking for work in the Harbor District, forget it. The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
I agree with you completely. But he knew that all along.
¿Qué tengo que hacer para conseguir una armadura como la tuya?
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What?
Get that from me.
You aren't even a member of the militia. You're not even a citizen. How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary deeds, have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
Ya te enterará cuando sepas quién soy.
That's really not my problem.
Que eres un caballero Playmobil.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Venga, he venido a por el ojo de Ignos.
That's all just gossip.
I have come to get the Eye of Innos.
He didn't get
The
that
sacred
from me.
eye of Innos. How do you know about that?
That's been known a long time.
You're not a member of the order.
A magician told me about it.
I don't know what his motives were when he entrusted one of the secrets of our order to you. But he certainly didn't mean for you to get your fingers on it.
But
I don't want to hear any more about it. First you start with fairy tales about dragons, and then this.
Wouldn't be so
Incredible.
Incredible.
That's not what I heard.
Vale, ¿hay por aquí algún sitio para pasar la noche?
where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
Vale, debo irme.
I've got to go.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons, you will be in big trouble. Do I make myself clear?
Doesn't surprise me.
Vale, total, que el barrio alto tiene que estar para allá.
I never knew that.
I already thought as much.
That's been known a long time.
I already thought as much.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom!
¿Por qué no puede entrar nadie?
Why can't anyone enter the storeroom?
The Honorable Lord Hagen has confiscated the goods for the King's army.
Don't say you didn't know that.
It's a bad business.
Vale.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Ciudadano y Rupert. Vamos a ver Rupert qué nos cuenta.
Hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can interest you in my wares.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I already thought as much.
Necesito un poco de dinero y busco trabajo.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I need some money, and I'm looking for work.
I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his suppliers. His shop is right over there. They say he pays pretty well.
It can't go on like this forever.
Do you really believe that?
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
¿Qué puedes ofrecerme?
What do you have to offer?
At the moment, I don't have much choice. The damned landowner doesn't deliver anymore. And what we get from the small farms isn't enough to meet the demands of the city.
But he knew that all along.
Cuéntame más sobre la revuelta de los campesinos.
Tell me more about the peasants' revolt.
It's quite simple. Onar, the fat landowner, won't pay any more taxes to the city. Imagine, we're at war with the orcs, and that fat slob wants everything for himself. Normally, the city guard would take firm measures in such cases, but now comes the best part. They say Onar has hired mercenaries to keep the troops from the city off his back. Mercenaries! The whole thing will end in a damn war, as if one war weren't enough.
I've got my own opinion about that.
What do you know about Onar's mercenaries?
I heard that most of them are former convicts from the mining colony, and their leader's supposed to have been a big shot with the king, a general or something, whom they put away as a traitor. These are terrible times.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I was actually on my way to see the paladins.
There's little chance of that. Since the paladins made themselves at home in the upper end of town, hardly anyone gets in there anymore.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I've got my own opinion about
¿Puedes enseñarme a entrar en el barrio
Can you help me get
alto?
into the upper quarter?
Me? No, I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough influence to get you past the guards. Mateo, my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to him.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Vale, ¿dónde puedo encontrar a Mateo?
Where can I find Mateo?
You're standing right outside his shop. Just go on in. He's practically always there.
That was obvious all along.
¿Qué de los otros ciudadanos?
What about the other influential citizens?
The merchants and master craftsmen here on the main street are the most important figures in the city. You should try to get accepted by one of them as an apprentice like me. Since I started working for Mateo, the people in the city treat me with respect.
He really didn't deserve that.
That's really not my problem.
Enséñame tu
Show me
mercancía.
your wares.
Don't say you didn't know that.
You listened to the wrong people.
Uf.
I can't believe
Vale, tío, de momento no me interesa nada.
Will
Fin.
it ever change?
Ya, pues a la calle de los mercaderes.
That was obvious all along.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Y al barrio alto.
You hardly know.
Pues tiene este juego.
I thought as much.
Conversación,
Nobody will
¿eh?
do anything for me.
I've got my own opinion about that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
And it's gonna get even worse. He can't keep anything to himself. And it's gonna get even worse. That's what I've always said.
It's a bad business.
Anything's possible. Hey, I don't know you.
You listen to
What
the
do you
wrong
want
people.
here? Are you headed for the tavern? Anything's possible.
It's not what I heard.
Sí, ¿te importa?
Yes, do you mind?
This forever. You've got no business here, runt.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
That's totally obvious.
Calm down. All I want to do is drink a beer.
It's a bad business.
Okay, but it'll cost you 50 gold pieces to get in. That'll cause more trouble.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I could have
Forget it. You won't get a single coin.
Then I'll take everything you have.
It's really not my problem.
As soon as you're lying on the ground in front of me. Let's wait and see what happens. They're smashing. Oh! Ah!
Whack 'em!
Oh!
Don't tell this to anyone. I can't take care of everything.
Stop right there, you lowlife!
Put away that weapon.
Put that weapon down.
Put away that weapon. Smart kid.
I'm not touching that.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I'm in enough trouble as it is. But he knew that.
He simply talks too much.
That's not what I heard.
I hardly know what
I
to
won't
believe.
tell her a thing from now on.
So why won't they listen to me? I knew that would be a problem. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Where did you pick that up then?
I'd have gone about it
I
differently.
hardly know what to believe anymore. I don't believe this is gonna
That's
change.
terrible.
There's nothing you can do about
I don't know why he gets so worked up. Don't say you didn't.
Who
know
says
that.
things like that?
I'm not telling you anything new.
I'm in enough
I
trouble.
can't
as it
take
is.
care of everything for everybody.
He never would have thought
That's
of
the
that
first
himself.
I've heard of it. I hardly know what
He
to
had
believe
better
anymore.
shut up.
Don't tell me you didn't
I
know
knew
that.
that would be a problem. So why won't they listen to me?
Really? How interesting.
I agree with you
He
completely.
really didn't deserve that. I've got my own
He
opinion
simply
about that.
talks too much.
Buster.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. I am Basper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Corinus?
Enséñame tu mercancía.
Show me your wares.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Is it really true?
I've heard a thing or two.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
That doesn't
But
surprise
he
me.
knew that all along. So why won't they
And he
listen
works
to
all
me?
day, too.
It was obvious all
I
along.
don't know why he gets so worked up.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
That was obvious all
I knew
along.
that would be a problem. We can only wait
Now
and see.
that's typical, isn't it?
I agree with you.
It can't go on like this forever. I don't believe this is
That's
gonna
not what my
change.
husband thinks.
But no.
I can't believe that.
That's not what I heard.
Cinturón de cuero.
I don't know why he gets so worked up. We can only wait
Go
and see.
away. Don't tell me that.
Bonificación de destreza 5. Sí, vale 500, tío.
I can't believe
That's what I've always said.
we can only wait and see.
Everybody knows by now.
Vale. Busco trabajo.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
¿Por qué renunció tu aprendiz a tu trabajo?
why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
Vale. ¿Y si quiero ir con alguno de los otros maestros?
What if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Boulder Dash. Harrod and Mateo already have apprentices. Constantino the Alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay you. I, on the other hand, am in urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well, too. But no matter where you want to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters from the lower part of town.
Vale, perdona, ¿qué ha pasado? Pues bueno, he llegado, como no sé si lo has visto, aquí a la ciudad, y nada más entrar se me pone un paladín de estos delante y empieza a interrogarme, ¿no? Que me pega con él ahí media hora rajando. Y me dice que para subir al barrio alto y demás, para poder hablar con quien tengo que hablar y todo el rollo, que tengo que ser, digamos, de la milicia. Y para ser de la milicia primero tengo que ser ciudadano. Y para ser ciudadano tengo que tener un trabajo estable aquí en la ciudad. Entonces voy a ver de conseguir un trabajo estable. Este dice que necesito un aprendiz que paga bien. Y por lo visto es para cazar, que le traiga las pieles y las cosas. Entonces probablemente le diga a este que quiere ser su aprendiz. He pasado por la puerta de la taberna, había uno que parecía que estaba un poco ebrio. Y resulta de que para entrar a la taberna se me pone delante y le digo que quiero entrar. Y me pide 50 monedas. Y le digo que no le doy las 50 monedas y bueno, ha empezado a atacarme y yo tenía muy poquita vida, total que salió por patas y me he curado y he guardado la partida y ahora antes de ir para allá otra vez pues he entrado aquí en la armería, aquí en lo de he comprado flechas, que me había quedado sin flechas, no tenía ninguna y bueno, le voy a decir que quiero ser aprendiz suyo.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Before I take you on, I need to know, of course, whether you're any good at all.
¿Qué quieres que haga por ti?
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like. Or, you can start with one of the other masters, if that's what you really want.
Venga, enséñame a despellejar animales.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen. It's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin. Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Vale, sobre las pieles de lobo.
About the wolf skins.
We had agreed on half a dozen. But you've still got time. Go and
Ah,
get
vale,
those
eso
skins.
es cuando vaya a entregársela. Vale. ¿Qué más le puedo decir? Esto ya lo he visto. Necesito entrar en el barrio alto.
I need to get into the upper quarter.
Where the paladins are? Forget it. You need to be a respected citizen here, or at least hold a decent job. As a stranger, you stand no chance of getting in.
Venga, pues fin. Vale, pues ya sabemos que tenemos que cazar y coger 6 pieles de oso, hay de oso, de lobo y listo. El rey este también habla, ¿no?
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here. I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf. There's nothing you can do about it.
¿Qué puedes decirme de la milicia?
What can you tell me about the militia?
One of the paladins has taken command. A certain Lord Andre. He's trying to mobilize half the city in case the orcs attack. But you need to be a citizen of the town in order to be admitted. As far as I know, if you're not a citizen, you can train anyway. But you won't be officially admitted.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Vale. Voy a apuntar aquí en mi cuaderno. Bueno, te dejo, mañana hablamos. Sí, yo dentro de poquito voy a parar ya para hacer la cena y cenar tempranito. Y ya luego pues quiero liarme también con el que tengo a medias, con el Atomic Heart. Ya veré lo que hago. Vale, Lord André.
I agree with you completely.
I already thought as much.
That was obvious all along.
I already thought as much.
I never knew that.
Venga, ¿qué más puedes decirme?
What else can you tell me about Lord Andre?
He has taken over the position of judge as well. If you cause any trouble in this town, you're gonna have to answer to him. I was once in a brawl with a citizen. He went crying to Lord Andre and ratted me out. That little matter cost me 50 gold pieces. I was lucky that it happened at night, or others would have witnessed it. The more people complain about you in this town, the higher your penalty will be.
¿Con quién te peleaste? ¿A qué base con el de la taberna que me ha querido pegar a mí?
Who did you fight with?
With a fellow named Valentino.
Ah, no,
He
con
often
Valentino.
hangs out in the tavern
Oye,
near
el
the
Valentino
temple.
este no fue el
I'm
que
not
te pegó a ti
usually
una
a violent
paliza, tío.
person, but that guy needed his face rearranged in the worst way.
Has anything exciting happened?
You could say that. They robbed Bosper the bowmaker. What a brazen thing to do, I tell you. The fellow just ambled into the shop in broad daylight and grabbed himself a bow. And Bosper right after him, hollering, "Stop right there, you rogue!" But the thief was too fast.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
It's not what I heard.
Where did you pick that up, then?
Will it ever change?
Casi presa. Moscas de sangre. Este ya lo hemos leído. Voy a guardar.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Vale. Vale, ahora la carne que yo tenía es carne frita. Perfecto. Enséñame tu mercancía.
Show me your
Rupert.
wares.
What can I do for you?
¿Qué vendes?
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even armor. I still have a special piece in stock. Double-hardened armor of snapper leather, Still unused. Interested?
¿Qué sabes de los paladines?
What do you know about paladins?
Since these bastards have come to this city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town, the guards flat out stopped me and asked me what was my business there.
And?
Of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous asses were still chasing pigs with wooden swords. And yesterday, the bastards came and confiscated half of my goods.
Los paladines te confiscaron tus bienes.
The paladins seized your goods.
Everything I had stored in the backyard. They simply posted a guard in front of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
$250 de oro. Enséñame tu mercancía.
All right, give me the armor.
The armor has its price, and it's worth it. So, come back when you got enough gold.
Show me your wares.
Flechas. Mira. Pepita de oro. Una pica. Bonificación. Tengo 5 por 4 serían 20. 20. Y estos 5 por 4 otras 20. 40, 47. Raíz curativa. Once. Vale, 251 de oro.
All right, give me the armor.
You'll love it.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an important message.
Well, well. Have you tried getting past the guards?
I don't see why I should even try.
You're probably right. I don't know how important your message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away. Because they have their orders.
So can you help me get into the upper quarter?
It seems to be really important to you. The question is, how important is it to you?
What are you getting at?
I can help you. After all, I'm one of the most influential people here. But it'll cost you.
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
That's a whole damn lot.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
But
in principle, it's my gold. Gritta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money. I'd like to beat it out of her. But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
¿Dónde puedo encontrarla?
This Gritta?
Like I said, she's the carpenter's niece. His house is down the street, the last house on the right before the smithy.
How exactly can you help me?
Quite simple. I'll use my influence to see to it that one of the master craftsmen here takes you on as an apprentice. As such, you'll practically be a citizen of the city and can enter the upper quarter. Besides which, you'll earn something while you're at it.
Where could I sign on as an apprentice then?
Basically, with any master here on the main street. That would be Harrod the smith, Bospa the bowmaker, Thorben the carpenter, or Constantino the alchemist. One of them is bound to take you on. But it's important that the other masters agree. That's always been the custom here in Corinus.
Vale, tenemos ahora supuestamente $15 y $15, 25, 25.
Show me your wares.
Ropa de granjero. Bueno, pues listo. Ya llevamos armadura de cuero. Venga, pues vamos a guardar partida aquí. .005. Guardamos. Y señores, nos vemos luego más tarde. Que voy a preparar la cena. Vamos a cenar. Y después volveremos por aquí. Hasta luego, campeón.